Here he comes. Here he is.
Hello, boys. I had to run and get my headphones, boys.
Okay, mate. You doing all right?
Yeah. How are you two? All right?
Yeah. All good, fella. All good.
Good. So, what are they doing? I don't know. Just being lads.
Let's get this show on the road. Although I'm just going to adjust my camera. 1 sec. I just want to go.
What 11 do you want versus Forest? I think the 11 that played against Real Madrid for me. Could that be the first question, boys? What starting 11 would you like to see against Forest?
Yeah, I mean, we've been putting out stronger teams. So that team that faced City was pretty strong. It didn't work, obviously, but and that and the Real Madrid, I thought we were getting there after the Villa and Madrid game. The City one, we just didn't turn up, but I think that squad's well capable of getting points against Forest, surely.
Oh, so you think I'm a fake supporter then, plumber lad? Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, I think with the starting 11, do you know what I mean? I think that City result, I said it, I was talking to my live stream earlier, I said I genuinely wasn't worried about losing to Man City because they're one of the best teams in the league.
You're away from home as well, isn't it?
Yeah. If you would have looked over the last 5 years, would you have been looking at that and gone, that's a really bad result for Liverpool? Like, of course you want to beat them or you want to take points from them, but it's not the end of the world. If we go and we smash Forest on the weekend, you're going to forget about Man City pretty quick. We're only 8 points behind Arsenal, aren't we?
Well, we're just saying, we just need to get a couple of wins under our belt now and start building upon something. Like someone just said in my chat, if we can get 15 points out the next 5 Premier League games, things won't look so bad, will it?
No.
I'm already getting
I've got to think, disconnect the Cop Artists. The Cop Artists Live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable. If you continue going live with them, your live will be unavailable to some audiences.
Yeah, I get that.
Not disconnecting, Kev.
It just it's the Tigers.
It's because Kev takes his top off and runs around everywhere.
So, quickly, guys, before we get really into this tonight, we've now got a website for the boot room, and you can see the web address above our head, or my head. And there you can watch replays of our lives from the boot rooms from previous weeks. There's only one on there at the moment, but we'll start to build up a collection. And there's also a news bit now, which you can leave messages on. So go check it out whenever you like.
Yeah, big shout out. That's a really good website, by the way, mate. I really like it.
Cheers, mate.
Well, I do want my page on it. I saw you put on a thing about it.
Yeah, mate. Anything you want put up, mate, you just give me a shout and I'll sort it for you, fella.
Yeah, cool. Thank you, dude.
Right.
Actually, appreciate it.
Some questions. We've got one on Discord, so should we get that out the way? Because it's quite an important one, I feel. So this was from Ed. What does everybody think about Robbo's interview after the Scotland match? It just goes to show how the loss of Jota is still affecting the players so much. Who wants to go first?
Go on, Kev.
Me? All right. Yeah, I mean, it was a very, very heartfelt interview. And you can see in his eyes and in his voice when he's talking about it, it's still very, very raw for the players. Obviously, for some players that have only just come in, obviously they've got to still sort of understand it a little bit. So in interviews, they're not really going to have that same thing as the likes of Robbo, Salah, Virgil, who were very close to him, who knew him very well. And I still firmly believe it is still affecting their mentality on the pitch as well as off the pitch. But it was still nice to see Robbo, sort of come out and say that he was talking about Jota, that he was thinking about Jota before the game, during the game, because obviously, I think all the players were very, very close.
Yeah, they're a band of brothers, aren't they?
Yeah, friends on and off the pitch. They go on holidays together. They probably go to each other's houses for birthdays and stuff. So, to lose somebody that's so close to you that you see every single day in, day out, and then play matches with, it's hard. Like you have.
Sandra.
You've lost parents. I've lost parents. So we know losing parents who probably we wouldn't see every day anyway. How that hurts So when you're missing a best friend that you see every day, and you're
Hang on,
starting
Kev.
to-
No one's saying it's an excuse, HGTXV, mate. We're just talking about someone's feelings, talking about it openly after a football match. That's all we're discussing. Carry on, Kev.
Yes. What was he called?
XGTXV is just saying it's no excuse to be grieving for your performances to drop, but that's not what we're actually talking about.
Okay, so I've got a message to you, XTG. You lose somebody like that, and let's see how you feel at the end of the day, my friend. Because nobody has, like Paula said, nobody has used that as an excuse. I'm saying it will affect people. And if you can't understand that, then you've got no heart, mate. You really have no heart.
It doesn't have to be he's now saying it's not a family member. I can promise you it doesn't matter, mate. I lost a friend 4 years ago who had a heart attack out of the blue. I was at college with him and I'd known him for 30 years. And even now I still get a lump in my throat when I think about him. This is about emotions and... Yeah. So anyway, carry on.
Look on that. When people turn around and say, like, you can't use it as an excuse, right? Even if we sat here and said it was an excuse for the performances, blah, 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 it doesn't make a difference. What it comes down to is those football players are literally with each other nearly 24/7, right? All day, every day, they train together, they eat together, they sit together, they do everything together. And, you know, they're with them players more than they're with their own families. Yeah, and also they're very close to Jota's family. Like Sandra said it earlier, you know, at each other's weddings, like they know the kids, they know the wife, like they will know them, like on a personal level. Like we're sitting here as fans, we don't know Jota's wife and kids personally.
They meet up, don't they, for birthday parties, barbecues, whatever.
We've lost people, and the sad thing about it is when you lose someone is you've got to look at it. That person genuinely probably doesn't know because they're now gone, but the ones that they leave behind are the ones that are hurt, and the Liverpool players are hurt, and the family are hurt, and the Liverpool players will be hurting because the family's hurting as well because they're seeing the aftermath. You don't have to see the aftermath, we don't, but Mo Salah's seeing the aftermath of the family.
I thought it was,
you know, Robbo is like they're all seeing it.
When Robbo's talking to the person doing the interview, and he's letting it out after the match because he couldn't speak to his teammates before and during, because he didn't want it to affect them or worry about him. And they just went, you know, and once the job was done, he was able to let that out. So, you know, I thought the way he was sort of, it had been playing on his mind all day. He'd been sat in his hotel room thinking about it and talking about how last World Cup he didn't go because Scotland didn't qualify and Jota didn't go because he was injured, and they'd spoke about that when they were together. I thought it was just really open and honest. And like I say, this isn't about
in a time when men should be talking about their feelings and like mental health.
Mental health. Yeah. That's why.
And Robbo live on TV opened up and said that I wasn't great in my room earlier. He's struggling. He's outright. That's a cry for help. That he's telling people I wasn't good. Like I'm not good.
Thing is, if you're suffering just generally with mental health.
Yeah, I think you're right, Max.
Obviously, these players are struggling with mental health regarding this situation. If you have struggled with mental health in your own life, you know how it can affect your entire life, not just what you do at home, what you do in work, what you do outside, social-wise. So if you think it's not going to affect them, then I think you need to go and bone up on what mental health is all about.
And I just also want to throw this at you because I was on Red Luca's live chat last night. Just sat in listening, and we was talking about this in the interview and talking about how the fans like to sing Jota's song on the 20-minute mark. And do you think the fans need to stop that at the moment? Because it is always a constant reminder to our players, if they are trying to block it out in their head and concentrate on the match ahead or, you know, while they're playing, and then that song starts up, it's always going to reignite that emotion, isn't it?
It's a reminder.
Yeah, and you know, I think maybe we should start singing it at the end of games or during half times, or
I think at the end would be wise. Like, still remember him, pay your respect.
Of course.
At the end of the game, the fans can all sit behind and sing, and the players can go over. But 20 minutes into a game, when the players need to concentrate on the football, having a fresh reminder. Do you know what I mean?
I totally understand why they're doing it, and full respect to them. You know, 100%. But I think maybe it's time to just change that. Always sing it, but at a different time in the game, and probably at the end's probably best.
Agree with that. What do you guys think in the lives? On each
Yeah, get
slide.
stuck in, guys.
Comments. Yeah, whack your comments in, guys. Tell us what you think. That's a very good question. Oh, a very, very good point.
It's and it's quite a tricky one to answer because of the emotion that runs with it and the respect of it.
Yeah, very much. Thank you for the follow, guys. Welcome to the family. I think seeing I think going back to the original question, like seeing Robbo do what he did, that's something that we will see a lot this season. I think players are going to have this, and I think this is why we're going to be up and down, not just with the signings and everything. And it don't even come down to an excuse or whatever. It will fall back to this point of the Liverpool players this year. There's so many different factors as to why we're going to have an inconsistent season. It's not just Jota. It's not just that we just lost. Not just Jota, but Diaz, Nunez, Quansah, Elliott. All these names have left, and they're like they live with each other like day in day out, and they're now gone. And then new lads have come in, and it's like, oh well, now we've got to make friendships with these. And to be honest, if you've just lost one of your closest friends, and then this new lad comes in, he's laughing and joking like Frimpong or Ekitika and that, you're going to be like, who the fuck are you? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you're Mo Salah, you're going to be like, who the fuck are you? Like, you're coming in laughing and joking. I've just lost one of my best friends. I don't want to laugh.
That must be very awkward for a newcomer to the team. Because obviously you probably feel
it would be hard.
Yeah, you feel for who's left behind, and you're trying to engage and understand that. Like Mike just put, I think the singing dampens the atmosphere, and I can see why they do it, but it crushes the players, and that's how I feel at the moment. I think singing it at the end of the game, I think would be a much better tack. Good evening, Steve. Good to see you, and mate. Yeah, I'm feeling much better. Thank you. Thanks for everyone, by the way. As Daz Kev as well, who messaged me and checked in on me when I was rough last week. But yeah, I'm getting there now.
Mate, it's good to see you back, mate. It happens to everyone, man. Everyone has their ups and downs of health.
Yeah,
and stuff up in there, mate. So it's good to see you.
It gave me a good kick in last week, I'll tell you that.
Hi, Cal Vox, mate.
Just to quickly answer Max as well, mate. No, I don't watch I'm a Celebrity, mate. I can't think of anything worse.
Oh, I'm a Celebrity.
I can't stand reality TV.
I've watched a couple of them this year. I don't like it even normally, but they've got Angry Ginge on it this year. And
he's all got Angry Ginge.
I saw a couple of clips, and I was like, it looks funny. So I must admit, I have watched a couple of them with my missus so far. The Metal says, glad you're feeling better, Anfield 90, mate.
Oh, cheers, fella. Thank you.
Right, guys, I'm going to throw another thing at us. So Semenyo, obviously, hot topic at the moment, real hot topic. Do you think Liverpool go for him? I think the rumour is there's three. So I'm going to put it this way. So there's three teams apparently in for him: Liverpool, Man City, and Spurs. That's the rumours. And them out of them three, they're the three clubs that he would consider going to. And the fee is in January could be 60 million plus 5 million add-ons. That's like his release clause for January. Or you wait till summer and you get him for around 50 million. What's your views?
Let Kev go first.
I think if you're going to get him, you get him now. You get him in January, 15 million or 10 million. It's nothing, is it? To what we spent in the summer. You've also got to then look at. I know.
Yes, Calvox.
Earmarking Frimpong to take Salah's spot while I was in the AFCON, but surely Semenyo could do a similar job on that side.
Oh, mate, he'd rip it up, I think.
He can play anywhere, can't he? So I would say, pay the 60 million. Agree to the 5 million add-on. Get him in January. Don't do the whole we'll wait like they did with fucking Gahey. Look what happened with Gahey.
Apparently, I don't know if this is true, but I read his buyout clause expires somewhere in January, but they haven't given the date when. So the earlier we go in for him, the better if we do want him. I mean, really, we should be putting that bid in on the 1st of January.
I would put it straight in on the morning of the first day. Get it in there. We want him. His release clause has been triggered.
I'm going to mention that, Calvin.
I hadn't seen that, Max. I'll throw that out in a minute, Max, because I haven't seen that. Fella.
If Liverpool was to go for Semenyo, what does that basically mean for Chiesa? Because at the moment, I think Chiesa should be getting more minutes than what he is. If Semenyo comes in, do we see Chiesa move on?
or would Gakpo move on?
Well, Gakpo's just signed a contract extension. That'd be very rare for him to leave.
Yeah,
but
I suppose so too.
if Verts is playing on the left and Semenyo comes in,
Cheers, chatting. Yeah.
it's an option. Nanny, good to see you, mate.
I mean, we know Kaiser loves the club. Who the fuck's Kaiser? We know he loves the club. But there was a lot of rumours, weren't there, that he could head back to Italy in the summer.
Hi, mate.
So
there was. Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised because for whatever reason, Slot don't fancy him. I don't understand it because the lad's been in form. He's got something about him that some of our other players don't have in his locker. And yeah, it's a bit disappointing, really, that he doesn't get the minutes he deserves. But, you know, with 7 years... I mean, how old is Kaiser? Anyone know off the top of their heads?
No.
I don't know, around 27?
Yeah, so do you know what I mean? At that age, I wouldn't be surprised if he's moved on. Cheers, fella. Lucas is saying 28. Chatton says
he is 28.
28.
28 years.
Yeah,
26th of October. So
here's a point. You say, you know, who would they potentially get rid of? Like Chiesa or something? Why get rid of anybody? Surely we need strength and depth in every area.
You'd like to think so, yeah.
Like as a fan, you want to keep them, don't you? But
Evening, Jack. Good to see you in it, mate. Yeah.
I like Chiesa. I like Gakpo.
I don't see us selling anyone in January, do you, Kev?
Sure.
No, the only thing that I have sort of an issue with Gakpo is he's very predictable in what he does. So, you know, players can play against him quite easily. Whereas Chiesa, you don't know what he's going to do. It was a bit like Nunes. You never knew what you were going to get from him.
That's what you need as well, isn't it? You need those unpredictable
predictability.
I'll ask that, George.
Steve said we should get Elliott back as well. But he hardly ever played, though, did he?
It's not going well there, is it?
No, but if he comes back, will he get played?
Come off the bench.
I suppose so, yeah.
But, you know, people in my comments here are saying, what about Rio? Rio needs more minutes. So would we loan Rio out? If Rio's not going to get minutes, I think we should loan him out because he's far too good to be... I think he's hampering him.
Yeah, you give him some game time and some experience elsewhere.
Where would you put him, though? Would you keep him in an English league or send him abroad?
No, send him to Bundesliga.
It is a good league to develop in, to be fair, isn't it?
Young English players do well in the Bundesliga, I think. It's a good place for them to apply their trade.
Jack says Dortmund, be a great fit.
Yeah. In the Bundesliga, like, if you speak English, it's not so bad going out to the German league and stuff like that because there's a lot of English speaking out there as well. So it's not a major problem for a youngster to go out there. They're not having to learn all these different languages all of a sudden and things like this. So, you know, I think send him to the Bundesliga, give him a season out there playing for someone like Dortmund or whatever, and then bring him back in and see what he can do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Jimbo, I agree with that. We've kind of gone the direction of Chelsea with our spends.
Well, you can do that.
It's taken a while for it to work, but it'll come good. It will come good at Liverpool.
Just having a look at some of my comments here. If you've got any questions, obviously from your comments, then
if you've got a question, throw it out to the boys.
Guys.
Actually, there was one.
There is a question on Discord.
That's fair, Dave, mate.
There's another one on Discord, is there?
Yeah.
Okay, it is.
So
Steve, do you want me to read that one out? Steve has put, why does it seem Liverpool aren't allowed to go through hard times results-wise without our own supporters or all kinds being able to deal with defeat? As match-going fan, I've already had many experience of ups and downs. I think any Liverpool fan who was a fan during the 90s know what it's like to go ups and downs because there weren't many ups at all, was there? I personally believe the fans that have been called in for Slot's head are not one. I don't think any true Liverpool fan would call for their manager's head so early on into a season. And, you know, he's already won you the league. Christ, what do you want? And just when they start slagging off the team and that, they're not real fans, are they? Because they're people who just want gratification and quick, instant success. You know, that ain't football, is it? So, no.
I think that's the evolution of humans in general. There's no, you know, look at TikTok. If you don't like the video, you swipe off within a second or two or whatever. I just think people just don't have patience anymore. If it's not working for someone,
are these fans that have jumped on the bandwagon because we've been successful over the last 6-7 years? One thing.
Well, I mean, you look at it like years and years and years ago. Obviously, there were the only sort of fans that there were major
Good at Derby.
were Liverpool and United. So when one team was doing really well and dominating the league and whatever, they were all Liverpool fans. And then as soon as United, everybody went to United. Now it's a similar situation. We've had some success. We've got an influx of new fans, but they want instant success constantly, and they don't seem to realise that massive changes in a team, a formation, and a squad as a whole, and with other things going on in the background as well, that's not obviously been too good for us. Isn't it any wonder that there's going to be some ups and downs, and there's going to be some good play, some bad play, things aren't smooth.
It's just that rebuild we're going through, and people need to be patient, isn't it? So.
Well, Klopp went through this. Just put here, were they calling for Klopp out when we got only Europa League? That weren't that long ago. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think the thing is, I said it. I just think it is the way we are evolving. My son is 9 years old, and has the attention span of a gnat. Like, it's terrible how quick, if you don't keep them engaged straight away. And I think, if Liverpool lose 2 games in a row, it's the end of the world to the way people are now. Well, it's for people like us that have supported Liverpool over all these years. Mate, I waited like years just for Liverpool to get in the top 4. Like, losing a few games in a row doesn't matter to me. Yes, I don't like it. I want us to do better because of how good we've been recently. We're not used to that, but also as a fan, of football in general, not just Liverpool, I'm looking at it and going, well, if I look at all the factors like we said before, and we've said a lot of times, the amount of players that left, the amount of players that come in, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to give it time. And Slot is trying to work with that. Thank you so much, Nanny. Slot's trying to work with that. You've got to think how hard it is. Like, do you know what our best starting 11 is currently if everybody is fully fit? I don't. Slot is
that's clicking and working, is it?
Think how hard it must be for him with the pressure of the media, with the pressure of the fan base, and if he's trying to work out what's my best formation, what's my best starting 11, who's the best striker, how can I get the best out of Salah again this year, because it's not working so far. Like,
what's your overall
going on?
Daz, what's your overall thoughts on Slot as a manager? And that ain't about digging him out for anything. That's just your personal opinion. Because like we was having a discussion, I want to bring this in because Mikey just mentioned it again. Tactically, I think he's very astute. And I think if he had the right players to play his system, I think we'd do very well. I don't think we're quite there yet. But as a man manager, I think he's quite cold, a bit like a Benitez.
Yeah, so I think it just echoes what I think completely. I think on a man-to-man level, the way he throws people under the bus and things like this, he's no Klopp, which we're not used to, because Klopp was very warm and would want to protect his players. I think Slot's very quick to go. Slot's like, nah, mate, he's shit. Like, he don't care. Like, and if he don't like you, he's very cold about it, like you just said. But I think tactically, he's a lot cleverer than Klopp in the sense of he's not just got one style of football that can win a game. I think in a game, when we're watching the game, like 60 minutes into a game, if something's not quite working, he will tweak something, he will move players around, he will change like things that you don't even realise.
You can see it evolving in real time, can't you, as well? The transitions.
Yeah. And I think when you're looking at it from that perspective, I think we've got a very good manager. But we're just not used to his coldness, because I actually think like he's got, like, I've got autism in my family. I think he's got very autistic traits in the way he is. And I think he's very intelligent, his footballing brain, but I think he's showing partly autism in some ways in the way he deals with people, and that cold, and he's very like just black and white, isn't he? Like when he talks, he's very literal, right? Which is all, it's all part of that. So I could be completely wrong, he might not be, but just from someone that knows a lot of people that's got autism, he strikes me as that. A very clever manager, but on a personal level, he's never going to be the type of manager that's going to be like, oh, it's all right, mate. He's going to be like, no, you did fuck up. It is what it is, but this is how you're going to change it. Like, that's what I think. Anyway.
What's your thoughts, Kev, on Slot
as
a whole?
Yeah, I can only echo what Das has said. I mean, I think tactically he knows what he's talking about. But I think where the personal side of things, the man management, the arm around the shoulder,
he did so.
I don't know if it's this arrogance in him that causes the issue, because obviously we have noticed, and we've said it before, he's quite an arrogant person, and maybe this is the trait of some Dutch people, a lot of Dutch people, that they are quite arrogant in themselves.
Is it an ego, Kev? Is it an ego? He won the league last year. Do you think he's got a bit of a bigger ego this year?
Well, I think coming into takeover from Klopp was always going to be a big job, and probably you'll probably find there was no way in his head that he would ever have thought that he would have got the title in the first season. So I think had we not won the title, maybe he would have been slightly different. Maybe it is an ego thing. Maybe he has got to that point where he's gone, do you know what? I've come in. I've got the same squad as Klopp got. He didn't win the league with it. I've won the league with it. I must be better. I must be better than him, or I've got more out of the players, or whatever. It's a completely different season. So I don't think he should be looking at things like that. But if that's the way he's looking at it, I think it's wrong. You've got to take ego out of everything. Everything that you do, if you start pushing ego into it, that's when you start looking foolish. And that's when things go flat on your face, and that's actually what's happening at the moment. We're falling flat on our face at the moment at certain points.
Joe, that was a bit negative. We're talking about, we're asking questions on what we think about Slot at the moment and what he is tactically as a manager, what he like his pros and his cons. Basically, that's what we're listening. There's nothing negative about it, bro. I think you've come into a conversation like halfway through,
Definitely, Mikey,
and you just got a wrong impression of it, mate.
Quickly, because I'm going to lose this message on my chat because it's scrolling now. Did we see the Mane talk about how good Bobby was and how good Liverpool is? I haven't seen this interview. I don't know. That was Max wanted me to ask.
Say that again, bro. Sorry.
Mane apparently was saying how good Bobby was and how good Liverpool is. I haven't seen this interview. Max just wondered if you guys had seen it. I haven't seen it. No, have you seen it, Daz?
Oh, okay, Sandra, fair enough. So I didn't watch the whole thing, but I basically was going over some comments from it earlier because it was talking about whether he had a bad relationship with Mo Salah, basically.
Oh, okay.
From what I saw and the bullet points I took from it, which I said in my live stream earlier, I was basically saying, he said that it wasn't that he had a problem with Salah, he just felt that the player of his quality could have passed it more to him, because he knew that he was capable of doing it. And he said, so that did piss him off a bit. Like, that was a general what I took from it, was he got pissed off with the fact that he felt Salah could have done more to pass him the ball. But other than that, you know what I mean? I think Mane was saying Salah's a nice guy, and always was saying Bobby was always good at pass. So
they both wanted to be top
Mane
dog,
was
though,
a legend
didn't they?
for Liverpool. They did. And it's good to have a competition like that in a team when you're both two quality players. But I said it while I was watching them. Like, if those two linked up a bit more, I'm seeing it now. Salah, there's been a few chances. I think Wirtz could have had 3 or 4 goals this season if Salah just laid it off to him. And he chose not to, and he had a shot, and it got saved or didn't score. And I said, it's not that Salah's a bad player for that. Like, for me, I think Mo Salah, the reason he's got such high numbers over the years is because he backs himself in those situations.
Yeah, I mean, he's always had that little air of greediness about him. But like 90% of the time, he puts the ball in the back of the net. So what do? You just got to let him be who he is, haven't you? Do you think it's a little bit, now he's coming, not to the end of his career, because we know he's going to go and do 4 or 5 years in Saudi or somewhere. But as in the Premier League, obviously he can see his career coming to an end here soon, probably in the summer, I think. Do you think it's that little thing, I am still big bollocks here, you know? So you've got all these young bucks coming into the team who think they're the next, best thing since sliced bread. And he's just like, no, I'm still here at the moment. I ain't gone quite just yet, So
he's not proving it on the pitch, though, is he?
No, but we have been. I would say the last 2 or 3 games we've seen a better Mo.
Better, but he's still not at the same level as he was last season or the season before. So
yes,
you can back yourself all you want. And you might have the biggest name in football and back yourself as much as you want to, but if you're not putting the performances on the pitch, then again this is the ego thing coming in, where the ego is getting the better of him. All right, yes, we know that obviously he was very close to Jota, so we've discussed that bit, but at the end of the day, he still knows how to kick a ball. He still knows how to pass. He still knows when to run or when to knock it off. But he's not doing any of this, or he's doing very little of it.
I think so, Joe.
So maybe he needs to take his ego out and start passing and trusting his teammates more.
Yeah, I think with Salah, like he was very quick, wasn't he? Do you remember that interview? It was like during the transfer window or just after it, where people were saying about what a social media post. He commented on it because they had said, "What an upgrade! Darwin Núñez and Diaz out, and Verts and Isak in." And he actually commented back on it, didn't he? Like, and I was like, "Well, that's not like Mo Salah to get involved in saying stuff about social media and stuff." And I questioned like his mentality then, but he was very quick to defend him and go, "The new players that have come in," I think he said it in another interview as well. He said, "The new players that come in, they've won nothing." He's like, they need to prove themselves. Like they've come in, like the boys that was here before, the boys that were here at the moment that stayed here. We won the Premier League last year. Like we've won the Champions League and things like that. The new players have won nothing. And I'm like, I get that, but then I felt like part of me was like, is there a divide there? Because Mo Salah's like, the new boys, they've won nothing. They've got to prove themselves. So is that just an old guard mentality where that's a good thing for us? Because he's like, no, don't come in here like thinking you're big. You ain't won nothing yet.
That's what. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or
but also, as a senior player, should he not be trying to implement and help them settle in and,
Yes,
be part? Because there is no I in team, is there? It's a team game. They've got to.
You can't just rely on your captain to do it.
No. It's got to be an all-round.
You've got leaders in that team. You've got leaders in that team, like Virgil, like Robbo.
Yeah, exactly, Buzzy.
Like Alisson Becker. You've got the main crux of people there that should be helping every new player to into the squad, to settle in, to understand the whole history of the club and everything else, and just like even put their arm around them and go, we trust you. You're here for a reason.
Yeah.
Go out there and prove yourself.
Yeah, and you want to hear from I'll try and get you the ball. I'll try and find you and encourage them. But
but obviously, if Salah's not doing that at times when he should be doing it, then yes, these new players are going to get a bit pissed off with him, going, "Well, look, I'm open. You had the opportunity to square it to me. You chose not to. You didn't score." Whereas I had a better chance to score if you'd have passed it off to me.
Yeah, we spoke about that, Lucas. You've had Salah. We've been lucky. What's he been at the club? 7-8 years at the top of his game, produced season in, season out. This is his first real blip, isn't it? As in going on a proper low. And
mate, he's done it for years, hasn't he?
Yeah,
what a legend he's been for Liverpool.
Yeah. I'm not dissing the guy at all. I think he's absolutely amazing.
100%.
I just think maybe his performance levels have dropped off a bit. Maybe trying that little bit too hard. Maybe we all know Salah's always had a little bit of greediness about him, but that's why he's as good as he is. But maybe he's got
numbers.
But now, and you've also got to remember he's been there without us playing with an out-and-out striker most of the time. Now we've brought two strikers in who are there to get the goals. He's not the main man to get the goals now, and I think personally that probably niggles him a little bit.
It's that ego thing.
100%.
But let's see what happens. I think he's going to turn a corner very soon. I do. I think he'll start finding the net again, and hopefully he drops the selfishness attitude and squares a ball off to Vertz or whoever, Ekati, But,
do you guys, in your chat, as your chat's going through, do you get this AI thing come up?
AI?
Yeah.
AI
it's the AI trying to keep the chat flowing.
Because I've just had one here saying, football tactics and Salah's future, comment now.
What was that?
From Azerbaijan.
Football tactics.
Nice, bro.
Salah's future. Comment
now. Live, dude. Hope you're having a good day.
And that's automatically generated.
Really?
Yeah, Busby, mate.
I've not seen that.
It's picking up what we're talking about.
And it's throwing in questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's to keep so the people watching are engaged and stuff.
Oh,
it's just part of TikTok's new AI. Yeah. Something else I want to say.
Yes, Mark, mate.
Did you see about Crystal Palace? So Crystal Palace believe only Liverpool may attempt to buy Mark Gahey in January.
This deal's done, mate. I'm telling you, it's done.
In January, it's happening. 15 million, done. I'm telling you,
I had the feeling when the window closed in the summer, we weren't like we were gutted. It fell through. Excuse me. We were gutted. It fell through. But I believe behind the backgrounds, they already had it sewn up for the January window. And what a signing that will be.
I'm well for it, mate. I'm all for it. I said it. Canate, apparently, something I've seen over the last 48 hours, there's another offer on the table by Liverpool, and still he's looking at his options from Europe, and it's like, it's the same old
Financially,
shit. He's
what
just
are they
running his
offering?
contract down. Mate, 50p a week, apparently. Like,
But seriously, what?
Mate,
how
it's
much
gonna be
is
a
he
lot of
wanting to
money.
get out
It's
of
going to be
us?
a lot.
Do you think he's trying to be up there with Verge?
He wants
Yeah,
350.
100%.
But
he's not done enough.
He ain't
to be on
Verge,
what
is he?
Verge is on. Verge is captain
No.
of Liverpool, man. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to be on the same money as Verge and Mo Salah until Verge leaves in 2 years, and then if Canate steps up
Michael
and
Wood
was like
get rid
the
of
main
him.
man at centre
Yeah.
back, then you get
Cameron
you get
Vickers
some
is saying
wages, you know what I
Canate
mean?
wants 350 grand a week. He ain't a 350
Yeah,
grand a week player.
Mate, I'll give him £150 and a bag of chips on a Friday night. That's about how it's it.
You can't eat
Fucker, I just had a sip of coffee then. That nearly went everywhere.
Sorry, right?
Nearly sprayed my keyboard and monitor then.
I don't even know where that comes
Yeah,
from.
definitely Joe.
Just what
Joe's just saying,
what I
Gay,
think
better
as well.
player, more consistent week in, week out, and he's got goals in him. I know Canate gets the odd
Yeah.
one or two with a header, but Gay gets goals with his feet as well, doesn't he? He's a good player.
Yeah, everyone's saying that's too much, 350k. Yeah, it's far too much, guys. There's no way Liverpool are going to pay 350 for him for a week. Not when you can get Gahey in the door in January, probably be on 150, 170 mil, 170,000 a week or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, no way, they're not going to do that. And then there's other players out there, you know. But I think what's important is obviously all this talk about Semenyo. I think it's very important that we get Gahey as our first priority in the January
Get that in the
window,
door
get Gahey
first.
done.
Yeah.
He's already coming out of medical at Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Just fucking get everything sorted early doors, get him in, and then go and get Semenyo if we want Semenyo in January. And then we just, I think you see the rest of the season out. As long as someone's not leaving, maybe look at the Elliott situation, what's going on there. Maybe a couple of players will go out on loan. If Elliott comes back, because Liverpool are looking at that as an option because he's not playing, then maybe Rio goes out on loan or whatever. I don't know. But Gahey's priority for me. Get him in first. There was something else. Million score predictions. Well, in start 11, basically, everyone was asking for predictions for the next game, guys. So let's start with
Against
score
Forest.
prediction each. Yeah, and then we do start 11s, etc. Like that.
Yesterday in Red Lucas chat, I went 4-0, but I'm going to wind that down a bit. I'm going to say
Yes,
3.
man.
3-0. 3-0.
3-0, all right. Go on, Kev.
I got 2-0 from Mark, 2-0 from Cameron. That's woke up
3-1
defeat.
says Nanny on mine.
3-1.
Put your predictions in the comments, guys.
If Allison's back, I think we keep a clean sheet.
I'm going
Chetham's
2-0.
gone 3-0. Kev's 2-0.
Cavox says
Steve.
2-1.
Hey, you always go 3-1.
He says
Steve's
2-1.
going 3-2.
Ali is in contention for Saturday, Sandra, but there's not a guarantee that he starts. I genuinely don't think he starts. Slot knew that he was, or wanted him back, or said that he should be back for the game against Forest, but I don't know whether he's fully 100%
Do we feel?
fit, so don't risk
Do we
it.
feel the need to rush him back against Forest? I mean,
I
Dashvili's
wouldn't.
done all right, isn't he? He's not
I think so.
Allison, but he is a good shot stopper.
Mate, he's done really
Mo
well, I
Angler
think.
1-0. Mel
3-2
2-1.
says Millie.
Steve's gone 4-2.
Who's that?
Metal says 3-0.
Steve's gone 4-2.
Steve.
Sandra says
Well,
3-0.
Steve 77.
Yeah.
Evening,
So if
Steve.
Alisson Becker's back, people think that we keep a clean sheet because Alisson is back. That's the gist of
Yeah.
what I'm seeing.
No, I think we'll keep a clean sheet anyway.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. I don't see. I mean, look, who has Forest got
Hopefully not, Joe.
these days? That's decent. I mean, they're struggling.
Does-
They're struggling.
They've got
to score.
Sean Dyche now as manager, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Is
think
he-
he scored 5 goals in the last 2 games
But
under Dyke. So
Do we think he will play deep, or do you think he's going to come out and play?
It's a very.
He's going to play the way we don't like.
Yeah, he's going to play. He's going to low block, isn't he?
So but once we get 1 or 2 results with teams playing that way against us, they will stop doing it. They
will
will,
play
or
low
they'll
block,
get more
won't they?
creative.
Yeah, we just need to
Yeah, low block.
figure out how to beat it. 2 or 3 games in a row of a team doing it, and then everyone will go, Joe, it's not
I
working
didn't know
now.
that,
So, but Sean Dyche is going to play long ball. He'll play a low block. It's going to be one of those sort of games. So my score prediction is 2-1 to Liverpool. We definitely should win it. If we don't, I'll be quite peed off, to be honest, because if you're looking at where we are in the table, where they are, I know they've had a lot of problems with that recently, but the reason I'm going for a 2-1 is because we're still not 100% when it comes to defending. We still do leak goals. I think both teams are like not great when it comes to set pieces. So I think set pieces is going to be a bit of a scramble. Like if whoever gets the most set pieces in this could win it, maybe. I don't know.
Does Slot stick with Robbo?
I think. Oh, he's got to. He's got to.
Well, yeah, I
100%.
believe so. I just hope he doesn't start messing about and bringing Kirkes back into the team.
I think this is a. Do you know the other week we were saying it's a must-win game? We're at that point. I think again. We lost to Man City, but like I said earlier, I wasn't that bothered about it because it's Man City away. So I'm not that bothered. But if you lose to Forest at home, I'm bothered. Yeah. Like that would really bother me. It's a must-win game for Liverpool. We've got to get back to this place where the fans, the players, and everyone is confident that when we play teams like this, we're going to win, which we don't feel like that at the moment.
We've at least got to start keeping up with the pack now. If we can rein in points definitely here and there against Arsenal and City, but we lose any more to those two, I think we got no hope of even being in a title challenge.
I see that, Sandra.
We've got a good run over the next sort of 4
exactly,
or 5 weeks.
Steve, exactly, mate.
Yeah,
here's a question for you, because we were talking about this yesterday. If we get Gay in, which we think is all going to happen, does the formation change again to a 3-5-2 with Kirkes and Frimpong in that 5? Push it like your fullbacks become wing backs.
I think that's the best way for Liverpool moving forwards. Like if you're looking at the squad, the players that we've got, what Slot's got at his, I don't know, if he looks at it and goes, right, this is who I've got. I mean, he looks at the bigger picture, add 1 or 2 centre-backs in January.
No, Max.
Then you can play your 3-back. You've got 2 very attacking wing-backs. You can do that, and then you can play with the attackers that you want as well. The only position that really hurts is in midfield because one of the midfield 3 won't play. But then you're rotating because when you're a big team, you're trying to win everything. You're all going to get game time, but you're just rotations.
Also, getting back to Salah then in that formation with him on the right, does he get rotated with Frimpong, or would he still be the main man on the right?
I think he is, Sandra. I think he's right.
He'll be the main man, won't he?
I don't think Slot moves him out. I don't think he moves him out there. I don't think he's got the balls to move him out, and I don't think it would help. To be honest, I think if you drop Salah, that's the end of Salah at Liverpool. If you dropped him,
do we think Salah's got the legs to play as an out-and-out winger now, though?
No, not when it means coming back. But if you're playing with wing backs,
I suppose they can pick up.
It helps him. It does help him because the wing back will push Salah into the box more because they'll be looking for the overlapping runs. Yeah. So it will force Salah into the areas that he wants to be in. But then you're overly reliant on them wing backs.
Tricky Mick, but how about Salah as one of the 2 strikers?
I would go with that. I thought we did really well when Salah played as the 2. I think, did we go to a 4-4-2 against one of the teams? Was it Salah and Isaac?
Was that Frankfurt game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or did he? No, he was dropped in that game.
We looked really good. Yeah. We played a 4-4-2 in one of the games for a bit. There was 2 strikers and Salah was one of the 2 strikers. I don't know whether it's Ekitike or Isaac with him. And I was like, mate, that is what we need to be doing with Mo Salah now. Putting him as a striker, not as a winger, because as a winger, he's not doing anything defensively. We've said it so many times. Like, he doesn't help you track back. Like, even when we played against the big teams like Real Madrid, and he did track back more. He's just getting his body in there as numbers, but he's not actually doing any defensive work. Whereas if you played Chiesa or you played another winger, they would defend for you. Do you know what I mean? So put him as a striker now.
So do we think if we do get a few more signings in this winter window, do we think the formation changes again then? Because I still don't like this 4-2-3-1.
If you get the defender, if you get the defenders in, it could do. But I don't know. I feel like Slot will get Gahey in the door and he'll stick with the formation that he's doing because he wants
that PSG style, doesn't he? He really does.
He does, mate. He does. And, who knows, mate? In 6 months' time, it might work. We might be sitting here and going, fair play to him. He stuck it out. It was a bit bumpy on the road, but we got here. We just don't know yet. It's just still really early. Really early. But we're only 8 points behind Arsenal, man. That's not a lot. Like, people writing us off already this year. I think need to be a bit careful with it because I think I said it.
I wouldn't want that gap to get any bigger.
Table is this year.
Yeah.
Like, no. But because of the way the table is, if you win a game, you jump up into the top 4. If you lose a game, you go to like 10th. Like it's mad.
I think 3 points puts us straight back into the top 4 again, doesn't it? So
yeah,
I get where you come from.
Johnny's saying Gahey and Semenyo. Yeah, I think that in January, Gahey, Semenyo in January.
Evening,
I think really we could go for a second half of the season push and try getting there. Thank you so much, Nelson, mate. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to live, mate. I hope you're good.
Yeah, they did drop points, didn't they, against Sunderland, Chetton? Good point, mate. Arsenal's generally drop off, don't they, about February.
Go through at the back. Do you not think, Joe? Do you not think? I don't think Slot wants to do that, but I think if you're looking at the personnel, if we had the centre-backs, it would make sense because of how attacking our left and right backs are. Like, you'll get the best out of Kirkes playing with a 3 at the back because he could actually have the licence to attack. And then if you're playing with Frimpong at right back, he's very attacking, isn't he? Bradley's all right. Bradley and Robbo, if you want to sit defensive with a 4-back, if you want to go 3 at the back and wing backs, you go Frimpong and Kirkes.
So we've got Forest, PSV in the midweek, and then West Ham at the end of the month, haven't we? And is that at West Ham's ground, is it? Let me have a quick
look. That? Say that again, mate?
Yeah.
When we play West Ham, is that at what's their stadium called? I've forgotten. Is it Millennium
West Ham's
Stadium?
at their ground, mate. It's not at ours.
Yeah.
It's on Sunday the 30th of November, 2:05. 2:05 kickoff.
So we're at home to PSV next Wednesday, and Sunday the 30th in the 2:05 kickoff. Yeah. And then it's the December is manic, isn't it? So many fixtures in December and January. Oh, did you see, by the way, there's 2 fixtures rearranged in January, so they're on telly?
Yeah, January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one was Bournemouth, I think.
Somebody just lost the rights to the Champions League games in 2027.
Yeah, it's now on Discovery, isn't it?
That?
Is it moving to Discovery?
Discovery are in pole position to get the rights for it, but I don't think it's confirmed just yet. I think. Evening, Ken, mate. How are you, bud?
But aren't TNT's on Discovery, though, isn't it? Or is it the other one?
Yeah, it's all part of it. I think, when you go on to, actually, when you go on, sometimes when you think on Amazon, when you click on it, it actually comes up as Discovery Plus.
Oh, okay. So some will be on TNT, some will be on Direct Discovery.
Yeah, potentially.
Got it. Yeah, cheers, chat.
Mate, as Sandra just said, that's why you need a Fire Stick, guys. It's literally a Fire Stick is like a godsend.
Yeah.
Especially like the 3:00 kickoffs.
I was going to say the blackout games. You can see why people use them.
Nelson, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
That's love, bro.
Are we all watching the 3:00 game Saturday?
Yo.
Where there's a Fire Stick, there's a way.
Exactly.
Oh dear, right, hang on. I'm going to check my notes, make sure I've not missed anything that we needed to talk about today. Did I talk to you guys about Tuchel and Quansah and that situation at right back there over Trent? You see that? See the comments?
No. I didn't see the comments, but I did see something online about it.
So
didn't get around to reading it, but
so Tuchel has basically said that Quansah is ahead of Trent for England at right back.
Really? That's got a sting in it.
Well, he basically alluded to the fact that Quansah's been playing regularly and Trent isn't.
Well,
basically.
That's fair play, though, isn't it? You should play who's getting game time.
I think he's played every minute for Leverkusen, hasn't he? I think.
Yeah, apparently he's done really well since he went there, hasn't he?
Mate, he's actually a good player. People said that somebody on my live stream earlier said he's not good. I think he's got a very good player in there. Like there was moments where, when he was next to Van Dijk, he was definitely learning off him because he showed glimpses of it. But I just think Slot didn't like him. He had that one bit of bad form and Slot was like, nah, see you later, and never played him again at centre-back. He only ever brought him on as right-back, which he ain't a right-back, which I think that's mad that Tuchel's considering him as a right-back for England as well. Maybe he's doing better at right-back or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Brian says it's all about game time. I think it's got to be, bro, isn't it? But I think that's mad. On my live stream earlier, we were talking about it heavily that, Trent, grass greener and all that.
Yeah.
He's just rotting on the bench now, basically. And there's Quansah, gone to the German league, doing bits, could get in above Trent in the England team. It's mad, right? Sandra, I'd literally
Guys, if
just
we can
cancel
get
my
the old
Virgin
like
TV
button
package.
going again, please, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Try
There is
and get
no
a few
need.
more people in this channel.
Thoughts of Gomez starting instead of Canate. Actually, this is a good point, guys. So we're talking about the defenders and that. Would you start Joe Gomez instead of Canate at the moment if against Forest he doesn't have a good game,
Yeah, why not?
or if he's not going to sign a contract? Is there a line?
Yeah,
You've got to start changing things.
we've got to start getting Gomez into the team. You know, he should be playing, shouldn't he? Not maybe he's not going to be a regular because of his injuries, but he needs to. We need to give him enough minutes that it's keeping him fresh, surely.
Mel says
And
yes.
you know, in a game like Forest, that's the perfect game to play him in, I think. And he's a quality centre back, isn't he? He plays that role great.
Yeah. I think Gomez is good if he gets a regular run of games, but he plays a few games and when he gets injured, that's the problem with Joe Gomez. I think at the moment Slot might be looking at that and going, at the moment, if I get an injury to Canate or Van Dijk, I've got a fit Gomez that could cover for a couple of games. If I play Gomez and he gets injured, then it's like then I've got to bring in Canate that I've dropped because of the contract situation. I mean, I just think it's a bit of a head fuck, wouldn't it? Like for Canate, be like, oh, you're going to drop me? Well, I'm definitely going to go there. And maybe Slot doesn't want Canate to go because we said it before. On his day, Canate is a very good centre back. He just needs to sort his fucking head out and actually sign a contract for Liverpool. Once he does that, all is good. But Gahey is still going to come in regardless. So he could still drop out because if we sign Gahey in January, Canate signs a contract extension and we don't play three at the back, there's no way Canate starts over Gahey or Van Dijk.
No.
No way.
100%. 100%. And that will probably be the writing on the wall in January. We'll find out then. If he hasn't signed that new contract by then.
Maybe that's what he's waiting for. Maybe he's waiting to see if they actually do sign Gahey, and then that'll make his mind up for him.
Possibly.
Yeah.
In which case, we must keep Gomez because we need, and Gomez is quite versatile, isn't he? Because he can play right and left back as well, can't he? So
I think Gomez goes in January, bruv. He was going to go
in January.
Last transfer
Do you really?
window. Yeah.
What the amount of injuries we've got?
Yeah, we blocked his move last minute because we kind of realised that Gahey might not have got over the line because of how late that was going. And Gomez was going to be, he was on his way to Italy, mate, for a medical, and Liverpool put a sanction to stop him from flying. So I can see it. If we're getting Gahey in January, I think Gomez is the one that goes. Canate probably doesn't sign a contract extension, so then Liverpool probably go, right, well, at least we got Gahey and Van Dijk and Canate until Canate goes on a free in the summer, and we will, identify a backup centre back, that will come in the summer.
I'm still worried
back,
at the moment that
hopefully
our
he's back,
team's a little bit light for cover. So
Yeah.
We are.
I hope we keep him till the summer, personally. But
yeah, I do.
we'll see how that one unfolds. Speaking of which,
I'll start
carrying on
getting
with the
poetic
defenders
and
chat, do we
That's
think
okay,
Bradley's
cheers,
done enough now to cement his right back position?
Yes, I think he has.
I think he has. Because long term, I don't see Frimpong as a right back. I think he's more going to be further up the pitch.
Yeah.
I think Frimpong should play where Salah plays.
Yeah, me too.
I think he gives us something completely different. He wants to hit the byline. He can turn it either way. He wants to cross.
He's quick.
You go back to actually having a winger that wants to cross. At the moment, so Liverpool played with inverted forwards for years. And I think under Slot, with Slot ball, I don't think the inverted winger is necessarily the one. I think if you go with, a Frimpong on the right that wants to whip the ball in, you got Wirtz off the left that can take it to the byline, cut it in, cross it and do whatever. He's very majestic on the ball. You've got two wingers that are unpredictable then that can actually hurt teams. And if you have your winger, your left and right backs making overlapping runs and stuff as well, do you know what I mean? Or running on an inverted run, if you've got two out and out wingers, it just changes it. I think teams know how Liverpool play now, and that's why the low block hurts us. The low block only hurts you if you've got two inverted wingers, in my opinion, because if you've got wingers or out and out wingers, like you look at what Doku did against Liverpool, with Man City, fucking wrecked us down that line because he's willing to run at players because you don't know what he's going to do. He could go left, he could go right.
Yeah, you need
When
that
was the last time we had that apart from Rio? That Rio's the only one that kind of does that, but he's still far too young.
That's why we've lost, that great thing of what Diaz brought, innit? Diaz done that type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've lost that. Nunes was unpredictable, Because even when you thought he was going to score, he didn't. So he was very unpredictable. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just think Liverpool need a bit more unpredictability when it comes to attack. Because slot ball is a lot slower. Under Klopp, it was very direct. So it was like win the ball high up, make forced mistakes, win the ball in an area where it takes one or two passes to get through and goal and shoot.
Yeah.
But under Slot, we don't necessarily do that. Like, it's about, holding possession and working the ball side to side and then move up the pitch together, and find the gaps in the team.
Do we like that style of football?
Unpredictable.
Do you like that style of football? Even if it's successful?
I think because we played with Klopp's system so long, I think we were spoiled. And I think it's hard for us to adjust. I don't know about you, Kev, but
because you remember the old Arsenal days when they would try and walk the ball into the net?
Yeah.
I don't want to see... I don't want to see that type of football at Liverpool.
We're still getting that, aren't we? How many people shoot from outside the place? Very, very few will do it. Will attempt it. Soboslai probably is the one out of everybody that will from outside the box.
Yeah, we don't seem to see those players in the Premier League anymore, like a Gerrard or a Lampard who would have a crack at 20 yards or where. Do you know what I mean?
I think Dom is the closest we got.
Yeah.
He's having a few pops now, isn't he? Did Klopp stop people from doing that? Because there was a rumour that he did try and stop players from having shots from outside the box because he felt like, it was more better that
his was all about risk and reward, wasn't it? Yeah. I felt like he stopped it, and I think under Slot's maybe giving Dom a bit of a license to do it again, because I've seen Dom, or maybe Dom's just like, you know what, fuck it, I don't care what you say. I think that so I'm having a shot. Did that come after? I can't remember the player who it was, but I think it might have been someone like a Gomez, but somebody had a crack at goal from quite a way out, and it was nowhere near the goal. I think it ended up in Rosie, and I just remember Klopp being on the bench laughing at it. And what were you doing? And he did joke it off. But I think it was because we were winning. Had it have been, we were 1-0 down.
If we were losing or drawing, fuming.
Actually, I think that might have been. It might have been another time, but I recall him doing the very same thing with Lucas Leiva.
Oh, okay. Hit one.
Yeah. A shot from outside the box.
Yeah.
We were winning the game. And he's just sat on his seat and he's just absolutely pissing himself laughing.
Yeah. Mate, I love Lucas Leiva, man. I loved him, man. He's such a legend. Oh, dear. Sandra says we've seen Dom, Maka and Grav scoring. They are capable 100%. Yeah. They've all got a shot in them, man. All of them.
Absolutely.
Joe says it was Lucas Leiva in a derby game.
Oh, yeah. Cheers, guys. Well, remember that.
The Metal says, I'm sitting in the pub having a barbecue chicken melt listening to you guys. Yum. You're making me hungry, son.
Well, I had a chicken burger for me dinner, but it ain't quite done it for me. I could eat another one.
Oh. Josh, hang on. I've got to go. Josh says, Subasite is a rat.
Oh, God, here we go.
He's put the Irish flag as well. Curtis Jones should start in a big game over Maka. Do you agree?
No.
I think it depends on the opponents, bro. If we need to control a game, I think Curtis Jones is a good sub. I don't think he's a starter for me at the moment.
I agree.
I think he's a different type of player to the rest of the midfielders. I think if you want to slow the game right down, if you're 2-1 up, you bring him on because he's quite good defensively as well. And he can hold the ball, slow it down. He links up well with players. But I think Maka on his day is fantastic, man. I love what he gives Liverpool. And he's a bit of a shithouse as well, Maka, isn't he? He winds other players up, doesn't he? And I like it.
Oh, yeah, he can get under their skin, can't he, and rattle them. We haven't seen the best of him this season, have we, yet?
No,
not yet. But he started to play good again. But apparently he just wasn't fit, mate. Apparently his fitness wasn't there. Because he didn't have a proper pre-season and all this, even his national team coach said it's just about getting him up to like the levels of fitness that we need. So
did he go off this last few weeks to Argentina, did he?
I agree, Ken. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I told you I don't watch all the national games, so I don't know. So if you guys look that up or you know that, whatever. Ken said, do you agree that Ekitike should start over Isaac and Isaac needs to earn his place? That's a great talking point.
I think that's a fair shout, mate. He's hit the ground running, isn't he, Ekitike? I wouldn't argue with that. I just think just because your name says Isak on the back and you've done well at Newcastle, you still got to prove yourself at Liverpool yet.
I don't think he's.
I want at some point. I want to see them together, and because we saw it briefly in that Frankfurt game, and then Ikatiki come off with that injury, didn't we? So it'd be nice to see them get a couple of games in a row where they're side by side to see how they team up. But at the moment, I always think you've got to play who's in form, surely.
Yeah, definitely. I think with Ekitike, I think having Ekitike is actually a godsend for Isak, because Isak's got a bit of an injury track record. We all know that. He's not been fully fit yet for Liverpool. He's not been available and all this. But I think if you've got somebody that can play that striker role week in, week out, I mean, you have Isak that comes in and we try and keep him fit and try and, manage his minutes to keep him off of the injury list. You know what I mean? Then that's only a good thing for Liverpool. But yet people, I think, are alluding to that it's bad and that Isak and Ekitike will have this thing. But I just don't see it. I think Ekitike is going to be the one that is going to play probably 60 to 70% of Liverpool's matches as striker this season or next season. And I think Isak will come in and do his job when he needs to. And I think having both of them as an option is only a good thing for us. It's great.
I mean, to be fair with Isak as well, he didn't have a full pre-season, and then he was just getting up to speed, wasn't he? And then he got that injury, so that set him back again. So this season he's probably not going to be up and running really until January now, is he?
That's why I think Ekitike will play a lot more this season. Yeah. But Calvox says, but future with both of them up front. The future is both of them up front together. I mean, it could well be in the pipeline. If they're both fully fit, and that Slot might look at it and go,
it'd be interesting.
I can't bench either of them.
Be interesting to see how they do play side by side, because they're very alike, aren't they? I mean, their stats pretty much match up like you're playing Snap. So it'd be interesting to see how they fare. The nice thing is, when Isak gets to an age where he either wants to leave or we move him on, Ekitiki's still only going to be, 25, 26, when Isak's hitting 31-ish. So...
yeah, exactly.
We've got plenty of cover in the attacking options with those two, so I think we're covered for a good few seasons with them too.
I've got another question if you guys haven't got one.
Yeah,
I've got one.
Yeah, my chat's gone very quiet at the moment. I've got 8 people listening.
Okay. Sammy Boy says, what do you think Wirtz's best position is? Off the left, central, free roam like Coutinho used to? What's your views, guys?
I think if it's clicking, I like him through the middle, because he can still go either way, can't he? From that position. He's great on the left, don't get me wrong, and I think he can do a quality job there. But I think to get the best out of him, I would play him through the middle.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Kev?
I'd start him in the middle, but I'd give him the license to free roam.
Free roam.
Depending on how the game's going, depending on what style we're playing or what formation we're playing, let him free roam. If most of the ball's going down the left hand side, let him drift off to the left. If it's going down the right hand side, let him drift off to the right. If it's pretty even, let him stay in the middle. Then he can control that in between sort of the midfielder and the attack, so that where he can then actually create something, or even have a shot himself.
Was it the Madrid game? Because he didn't play the Villa game, did he? I can't remember now. I think it might have been the Madrid game. He kind of was free flowing and roaming. So
and that was one of his better performances.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt, we have not seen the best of that lad yet by a long shot.
100%.
So
100%. So I like the free roam idea, because I think, as you said, against Madrid, it looked really good. But I think if you're going to give him a free roam, I think you need to play him as a left winger, because if you don't have that midfield free for the press, I think the press is gone. So you don't want to free roam your centre attacking midfielder, because then you've lost that player in the middle. If he's pressing over to the left or over to the right, you've lost the shape in the middle, which obviously a lot of football games are won and lost in that middle of the park. So I think give him a free roam, but start him as a left winger. So then you've still got a midfield free.
In that 4-2-3-1
press in the middle.
In that 4-2-3-1 formation, then, so would you have Wirtz, Dom, Salah?
Yeah, because I think Dom's pretty good as that attacking midfielder. he likes to attack down the right side as well, which is a Salah's. That's like his position when he goes forwards, which allows Wirtz more of a license when he's free roaming to cover the whole of the left channel, which I think is his best position. Like on paper, when I've looked at when he performs well, seems to be down that left channel. Do you know what I mean? And I think Dom and him there. I mean, if you've got the legs of Dom as well, like, you know, that really helps you press behind. I don't think Wirtz can run like Dom, but he said it himself before. He said when he spoke to Slot about why he hasn't been performing at his best so far, Slot said it's maybe because he's having to do a lot of tracking back and a lot of pressing and stuff. So when he gets on the ball, he might be a little bit leggy, like when, if he doesn't have to do as much running. So playing him on the left wing and allowing Dom to be that engine in the midfield doesn't hurt either, because I think having a midfield three of Dom, Mac and Grav, they're all three of them run. You know what I mean? Like, and that will give you the license to allow Wirtz to play that free roam, for me anyway.
Pappy asks, what about playing him as a false nine? But that's still putting him in the middle, isn't it? As a false nine.
Cheers, Sammy.
So, just quickly, Volts, no, I won't be on in the morning, mate. Probably not till Monday now, mate.
Glad you found us, Sammy, mate.
But good to see you in a fella.
It would help if Salah passed to him. Yeah, it would. Ken, should we start playing Salah from the bench as he is away soon over Xmas period? So what can you think? Maybe dropping Salah sooner so that we get used to it? Or I'm guessing that's what you're alluding to, Ken.
But then Salah's Salah wants to play because he wants to try and have form to go into the AFCON, doesn't he? So,
and then who do you put on the right hand side?
Yeah, because
Frimpong's not available. He's not available. Yeah, he's not fit. But Chiesa's the one that would start there, isn't he? Or if Isak is back fit, you could see Isak and Ekitike play as a front two, as we said before, and then Salah drops out in that sense. But I just don't see that. I don't see Slot dropping him. I don't think Salah would like that. And as much as we want to say no player is bigger than the club, I think at the moment, if you're looking at it, Salah, Liverpool have been dependent on Salah for many seasons, and I think Slot knows that. And Slot isn't stupid. He's not going to want to upset or tip the apple cart and, piss Salah off more. And then Salah goes, fuck you, I'm gone. Or I'm not going to perform. And then you've got one of your best players that's not wanting to play for you. And that also can upset the balance with other players, right? Because if they see Salah's not happy, they start getting a bit unhappy and shirty and shit. Yeah.
So here's one for you two. Salah goes off to AFCON. Frimpong's fit. Comes straight into that Salah position. Hits the ground running. He's on fire. Salah comes back from AFCON. Does he go straight back into the team?
No.
Not for me.
Not for me.
No, not at all. You've got to play your informed players.
Yeah, I see this as the writing on the wall for Salah this season, I do. I think he goes in the summer.
Oh, you're adamant on that, aren't you? You're big on that. You think Salah goes this summer?
Because there's value in him still.
Definitely, Mel, mate.
He's still got 2 years on his contract in the summer. So you can say to Saudi, you can go, a Saudi club comes in for him. I think, realistically, I still think we can get 50 million for him in the summer. I don't know what you guys think, like value-wise. What price do you think we can get on Salah?
I think 30 million, he goes Saudi. I genuinely do, just because
he's still good money, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you take 30 million for him. I think Liverpool genuinely do. What do you think, Kev?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, anything less than 30 million, I think, would be wrong. Anything upwards of 30 million to 50 million, 60 million, if possible. Obviously, the more money we can get in, the better. But like I say, with 2 years left on his contract, that does form part of the sort of pay we're going to actually have to pay for him. But he served us so well over the last 7 or 8 years. And we got him. I mean, I can't even remember how much we got.
38 million, I think.
Yeah. So if you can get him for 38 million and sell him for 30 million 7 or 8 years later,
let's throw this out to the listeners. If you think Salah will be sold in the summer, say yes, and next to it put how much you think we can get for him. And if you say no, obviously no, and you ain't got to put an amount. Just see what the listeners think as well.
See, basically my comments is saying no player is bigger than the club. And, Ken was alluding to the fact that we actually played better when Salah was dropped against Frankfurt.
Yes, but he goes for nothing.
Yes, 50 million.
Yes, 50 mil.
Yes,
says 50 mil.
Got a no from
80 to 100 mil, says Ken.
80 to 100
million. Is
Mad
65
Yes,
million
nothing.
a lot of money, says Sharka? Yeah.
I've got a yes, but no less than 50 mil. I think 50 mil is realistic. I really do.
How old's Salah going to be next year?
35, isn't he? 34? No, 34. He's 33, isn't he? So he'd be 34. What you got to remember is in the Saudi league, he can do 5 seasons surely out there. So I think 50 mil is doable.
Yeah, he probably goes and plays 3 seasons there. Fucking, he's on an absolute fortune.
He's got a massive selling point, is that he's a Muslim. It's a Muslim country, and they've always wanted him. They know it'd do great things for their league, having him over there. So I think we rinse them. All right, 50 million's nothing for a Saudi team.
That's pocket change.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I know. Like, I feel like that. I feel like Saudi could pay it, but I just don't know. Does that start to fuck up the, in general, does it fuck up the transfer market? Because like all these things have an effect, right? So if Saudi pay 50 million plus for Mo Salah on 1 year remaining on his contract at his age, does that then fuck up?
No, because he's got 2 He's got 2 seasons left, hasn't he?
He's got 2 years left here, but if he goes in the summer, it's only 1, is it? I think.
Oh, I thought he had a year to go when he signed that extra 2. So this season's that 1. So I'm sure he's still got 2 to go.
Jay,
I don't know then. I don't know.
I don't know whether you've seen his contract or not, but I'm not sure how you think he can't be sold. Because somebody's just turned around and said they reckon that he's got a clause in his contract to say he can't be sold. No player will have that contract. Salah. No player will have that contract because
I've never heard of that ever.
No.
Never heard of that.
No, because you can't.
That.
That just wouldn't happen.
Well, the club wouldn't allow it.
I think Chiesa should start, Ken, mate. Anyway, I've said it for weeks. I think Chiesa deserves to start because he's the one in form. I think if you're looking at Liverpool Football Club in general, I know what Mo Salah's done for us for years, and I would love to get Mo Salah back to his best. But if you're going off form, which is what you should do with any football club, like you go off your best players that are playing and performing at the time. I think Chiesa has showed better form than Mo Salah recently. Just
I would
every
even
time he
play
comes
him
on,
this-
we score.
I'd play him this Saturday as well because the fans love singing his song. It'd get Anfield rocking, and we need that at the moment. The 12th man's important.
Recently, Al Halil and Al Hittad wanted him around 150 mil. I just don't think he goes for like. Calvox is just saying that Al Halil and is it Al Hattidad or something like that wanted him for around 150 million not that long ago. Which I saw those sort of figures being touted around, but I genuinely don't think.
I don't think he'll get that now. No, but like I say, I think 50 million's a realistic price because he's so marketable in that country as well.
Yeah,
they would make he's just perfect for that league.
Mate, they make the money back straight away on shirt sales. They make the money back on advertising, everything to do. Yeah. He would absolutely.
I'm pretty convinced he goes in the summer because let's face it, he's not going to get enough goals this season to put him close to Ian Rush's target, is he? He's never going to break that. So
this is my thing. So he's looking at all these records that he can break and stuff. But is he got to the point now where he's not actually going to reach the next step? So his time here is done.
He's still nearly 100 goals behind Rushy, isn't he?
Tax free, yeah.
Even in big teams.
Mate, he's a long way off.
Yeah, so he would have needed to have at least a 25, 30 goal season for us to go, we'll give you another season. See, and
I think for assists as well, like Premier League wingers or something, like because someone said something about he's looking for the Premier League goals and assists and all this, but assists, I think Giggsy's like hundreds more assists than what Mo Salah has got, so he's never catching him, like never, unless he stayed playing for Liverpool for another 6-7 seasons, but he's not going to be outlaying 30 assists every season. No. It's just not happening. So I feel like he's getting to that point because Mo Salah is really. Everyone knows he's driven so much by these records and breaking and statistics, and he wants to be remembered. He's like really big for that. He tried to say he wasn't in one of the interviews, and Daniel Sturridge was standing next to him. And he went, "Come on, Mo." He said, "I know you." He said, "I know you, man." He said, "You are driven about these records and that." He said, "I know you personally." And Salah laughed. Do you know what I mean? Hi, Tariq, mate. Good to see you, buddy. I think once Mo gets to a point he feels he can't break any more records for Liverpool or in the Premier League, here goes Saudi. Just see it.
So I'm just catching up with my chat box. Good enough.
Do we agree with Semenyo in January? Yeah, I think we all said it, mate. I think we do. There's a few people in my live earlier said that they think we don't need Semenyo. And I said, I think we need to sign a defender first. So Gahey first. We all said that, guys, I think, earlier.
Yeah.
Go and get Gahey first in January. Once Gahey's done, then look to Semenyo. I think it's only wise that we get him in because, everyone keeps saying that Salah's probably going to go in the summer. So then Semenyo's your Mo Salah replacement. Get him in before Salah goes. Give him time to bed in. Done.
Is there anyone else you would like to see come in January? Or maybe not a name, but a position you'd like to see filled?
We won't do it, but a holding midfielder. Proper
number
midfielder.
6.
A Fabinho holding midfielder.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm with you on
That's
that.
That's what we need.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Does any name come to mind?
Well, I think he's already gone, but I think we missed a trick on Paulinho. Or Paulinho, whatever, however you say his name. Well, I think that he would have been ideal for Liverpool. When we were linked with him, everyone was like, oh no, I wouldn't take him. I'm like, no, he's a baller. I think he's very good. But I think we missed that. We missed that train.
Tell you what, Gahey.
I don't know who else.
I've got someone in here, Chris B229. Why Gahey? Surely get better than him. Why don't some people see Gahey's quality? Gahey's amazing. He's the best centre-back England's got, without a doubt.
If he was Brazilian, he would be the best in the world. It's the same as Mo Salah over the years, man. Mo Salah's got stick for years. And it's if he wasn't Egyptian, if he was Brazilian or Spanish, he would have won the Ballon
Do they just overlook him because
all
he's
these
at
other
Palace?
things.
So they just assume, oh, he's at Palace, so he can't be that great because he's playing for Palace.
Probably, but if you look at how good Palace are.
Verge come from Southampton. And before that, Celtic, wasn't it?
Sadio Mane was from Southampton. Mo Salah was a Chelsea flop. Went at Roma and that and did his thing and comes to Liverpool. You can't go off that, but I don't think it is that. I don't know. I just think some people, maybe it is because he's an English defender. English centre-backs don't ever get justice, man. People don't rate English centre-backs.
And
Look
also,
we all laugh and joke at him, but he's actually not a bad centre-back on his day.
We need English players in our team as well. We're short.
Yeah.
We're
on the cusp.
That's another reason I don't like watching England, because who are you watching? Who are you supporting?
Yeah, you got no Liverpool players in it at the moment, have we? Sad times.
Yeah.
So,
past
20 past 9. It's really quiet tonight. You got any more questions, Kev?
That good, Sandro.
Anyone in your channel?
I've had some comments, but they're commenting on what we're talking about.
Same here. Anyone got a question for the boys?
I can jump in with the giveaway. Well,
do you want to do that now while it's quiet?
Yeah, we can do the giveaway.
I can have a sip of coffee.
Yeah, you crack on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to culminate the giveaway with the guess the player.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so whoever guesses this player will win. Let me go get it.
I love a prize. Hey, I could say it's very comfortable. I'm wearing it.
Right. Okay. The reason I'm doing this one as a giveaway is because I ordered it and they sent me the wrong size. So
lift it up, Kev, up closer to your head, because on mine you're just a little square, mate.
Hang on.
Just so my lot can see.
What size did they send you?
They sent me.
Because I bought the XXL because I'm a fat boy.
Yeah. No, they sent. Well, I asked them for an XL and they sent me a small.
Oh.
38. A 38.
Yeah, small is reason. I wouldn't even get my right leg in that.
It is small. Well, it is quality.
They are very comfortable. Really comfortable. And it's nice and warm. Nice and warm.
The fleece, the fleece lined.
Yep.
Okay. That's lovely, mate. I
the
like
one
that.
I bought on. All right.
Yeah, you got the badge on it. Oh, wrong side.
Got everything on there. Yeah, got the badges on there.
Smart, bro.
Got the stripes down the arms. It's very comfortable. I did try it on just to see how well it fitted, but it didn't.
No way you can squeeze into that.
So that's the giveaway. But the only thing I will say is you have to be in the UK because I am not posting international because obviously it costs me. So I'm fitting the bill for the postage as well. So there is a question, and the question is name this player. So give me a second, and I will
Bit
post.
of a guess the player.
Yeah.
I will read out everyone in my comments who wants to enter this. You have a guess and I'll read it out, and Kev will let you know if you're correct or not.
Calvox says small is my size. Get the answer right, bro.
Oh, the tension.
Sandra, get you.
We need a bit of tension music.
Ready, mate. We do.
Who is that?
Mr. Football Head.
Yes, 5 a.m. Good to see you.
We've got. Is anyone going to have a stab at it in my chat?
Well, someone said Stephen Gerrard. I'm not going to tell you whether you're right or wrong yet until the right name comes up.
They don't look like Gerrard's legs to me.
Right,
Evening,
so
guys.
on mine, Ken says Michael Owen. Calvox says Steve McManaman.
I've
No,
got
Ryan says
McManaman.
Stig.
No.
Ed says Stig.
No.
Ian Rush says the Penguin.
No.
Can I guess?
You can. 'Cause
Jamie
you don't-
Redknapp?
No.
No, there you go. Rob Jones says Ed.
I do.
You do?
Rob Lowe.
Ed says Rob Jones. Calvox says Jamie Redknapp. That's who I thought as well. Sandra says Skirtle. 5 a.m.
It's
says
Rob
Harkness.
Jones. We've got a winner. Kev, Daz, you've got a winner.
Ed said,
You've said Rob Jones.
Yeah. Yeah, Ed. Ed said Rob Jones.
Ed. What's his name?
It's
not Ed, is it?
He just says Ed. Yeah, it's
Oh.
EDD.
Oh,
Ed.
Ed.
Yeah, yeah.
Ed.
Ed thumbs up.
You are the winner, my friend. You get
Ed,
this
you
one.
need to go over to Kev's live stream.
Go on to my
and
live stream.
you need to follow him and give him your details, bro. All right.
Yep. Just inbox me. Follow me in
The
inbox
cop
me.
artist, mate.
Or you can
Need
go
to
to
go and find
thebootroom.com and send
Or you
him an
can do
email
that.
as well. Our email addresses are on the website above my head.
Got the wrong fullback. Yeah.
-boot-room.com.
Yeah. Well done, Ed. Calvox says well done, Ed. Eddie,
Yeah,
go over to the
congratulations,
cop
Ed.
artist and message him. Yeah. Yeah. Well done, mate. Well done.
Give me your details.
That was
and
a good
I'll get
guess.
that posted off at the end of the week.
Legend. Well done, Kev.
Love a
Well
giveaway.
done, says
Well done, Kev.
congratulations. Yeah.
I'll have a few
smash
more
it.
over the next coming weeks.
It is a great hoodie. I love mine. In fact, tonight's the first night I've worn it. It turned up a couple of days ago.
Well, that one's being
Thank you,
replaced.
gents. You're
anyway,
very
so
welcome.
I will be getting one, but at the moment it's just yeah. Ed, well done, mate. It's just.
I'm going to do a plug as well, by the way. If anyone likes drum and bass music, I've just had 2 songs released on Spotify and all music platforms. You can search for my music under
You do your own
Daryl
tunes,
Morris.
Daz.
Yes, mate. Yeah, I've been a producer for years.
Send me a link, bruv.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
I
on
like a bit of
Spotify
drum and bass.
or anything. Yeah, just go in and type Daryl Morris. So
Daryl Morris.
DARRYL and then MORRIS. That's how you can find me. But go and have a listen to my songs, guys.
I've got
Yeah.
Spotify on my PC. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm having a.
I've got a couple of drum and bass songs that's just been released, but I've got other like pop songs on there that I've released over the years and stuff. But
Is what?
Daryl Morris,
Yeah,
Cowboys.
FC store. Is that-
DARRYL. Let me type it in the chat.
Is one of the
I'm
songs
typing
called
mine,
Echoes?
Yeah, that's my new one. Echoes.
Oh, let me have a little
and
listen.
I think it's You Need Me and my 2 ladies.
Here we go, boys. I'll play it for you. I could play. Are you right with me playing it live?
Yeah, do it.
Is it coming through?
I can't hear nothing.
No. Oh, any other time I do that, it broadcasts
You
it.
said forever in the steady.
You got your headset in though. Is that going to make a difference?
No, it shouldn't do because usually I broadcast
Thanks.
anything from my PC. It usually plays live. Oh, never mind. I'll have a good listen to that later. Does that intro sounded
Yeah,
quality?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely,
how do I
mate.
add
If
that to
anyone
my
likes
favourites?
anything like that, I've got quite a few songs that's going to be released over the next couple of months. Like,
Is that what
all
you
like
want
that
your
sort of style.
page for on the website?
I mean, whatever, mate. I'm like,
You
I
just
can have
whatever you need,
like
mate.
that,
You
yeah.
tell me. I'll get it up.
Yeah, yeah, cool. Yeah, thank you. I just
Oh, hang
thought,
on, I've
like,
got
everyone says
yeses
to me,
going
they're
on
like,
here.
People ask.
I think people could hear it in my feed, but not yours.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, I couldn't hear it coming through or whatever. But yeah, just definitely, if you guys fancy, if you like music, go on and give it a listen for me. and just check it out. Do you know what I mean? I've got quite a lot of songs that's going to be released over the next few months, like I say, and they're all a similar sort of style, like house, garage, pop, drum and bass, all that sort of vibe. It's what I release these days. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, if you don't mind listening,
oh yeah, without a doubt. Always send me links to new tracks, mate.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll do.
I like all that. Like my music range varies because I've grown up through thingy, but I late 90s, early naughty trance as well. I love. But I do like a bit
so
of
that's my roots, bro. That's my root. I love trance, and that's kind of what I started my music path was through trance. Like I used to make mashups and remixes, and then it kind of grew from there. And I started producing my own stuff. And yeah, just absolutely love it, mate. But
just talking about music,
like Kev obviously loves his art and everything. I'm like, we've all got art.
We're all artists.
We all do, and literally, it's mad, isn't it?
I don't know. You know who this is, Daz? But did you see Manny died from the Stone Roses?
No, I didn't.
Guitar, yeah, I was a bit gutted about that. I used to love the Stone Roses back in the day.
Yeah, mate, I like
63. No age, is it?
Mate, it's too young. That's far too young. Sadly, it's happening to a lot of them, isn't it? Like a lot of people seem to be dying young these days.
It's that rock and roll lifestyle. It gets them in the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, mate. Yeah. But what a life to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They were a top band. If you're into the Stone Roses, I know they're a mank band, so probably not everyone's cup of tea. But when I was a teenager, late 80s and 90s, they were quality.
Yeah. Mate, I like a lot of different things personally.
I've got a good varied
stuff. That's what I've always said. For me, you've got different types of music over the years, and I've always said if I like the sound of something, I listen to it. It doesn't matter what genre, style.
Same here, mate.
Do you know what I mean? Over the years, I've worked with loads of different vocalists and different genres and things like that, and you learn to just love and appreciate different types of music because they're all good in their own way. Mate, I listen to some classical songs and shit, mate. And some of my mates laugh at me. They're like, why you listen to classical? I'm like, mate, this is a tune. You know nothing about music.
If you ever need a female vocalist, mate, you should hear my daughter sing.
Mate, well, send me things, bro. Honestly, I work with a lot of different vocalists, bro. She's
quality.
So yeah, definitely. All right, that's cool. That's good. Just play me some of her stuff, bro. I'm down. Music and sports bring people together. They do, Calvox. Evening, Colin, mate. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream, mate. If anyone's got any questions in my chat for us boys about anything Liverpool or
my chat
then just put it in the comments, guys, and we'll speak to you about it. So score predictions for a weekend as we need a great performance. Ken, I went with a 2-1. Paul, you was
3-0.
3-0. Kev was
2-0.
2-0. So that was our score predictions from earlier, Ken. Colin, you've just joined, mate. What's your score predictions for the weekend? Obviously, Liverpool playing Forest.
I will put out a video in the morning once I've seen Slot's pre-match interview. I will put out my thoughts on my predicted 11 tomorrow.
I need to do some videos as well over the next couple of days. I haven't been able to do it lately, but I want to get back to it now. Liverpool back on. Sandra says, right, I'm off. Have a good evening. Hopefully chat on Saturday.
Take
Definitely,
care.
Sandra, mate. Thank you for joining me.
See you later, Sandra.
Absolute legend. Enjoy the rest of your day, mate. Enjoy. Colin says 3-1. Thank you, Colin, mate, for your score prediction. I think I went with a 2-1, mate, so pretty similar. I think everyone's kind of Liverpool will win. That's where most people are at, but it's just they're going to play a style of football that Liverpool don't appreciate.
The good thing is we're at home, aren't we? So
yeah,
we're a little bit better at home. So that's
joining Kelly. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's evening there. It's 5:30 a.m. here. Yeah, mate. Oh no, it's like 9:30 at night here, mate. I'll be signing off in a minute. Go and say goodnight to my boy. He doesn't like it when I don't go in and say goodnight to him. I said to him earlier, I need to go on a live stream for a bit. Do you know what I mean? He will just stay awake now until I go in.
Yeah, that's important.
You just won't go.
Part of being a dad, isn't it?
Yeah. Ken says 4-0, great performance, kickstart season. That'd be lovely, Ken, if we did that. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you then, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much.
Lovely, Daz. Good to see you, fella.
It's been epic as always. And then next week, Red's back next week, she?
Possibly.
She's still in Dubai, but I think she plans on joining us. But it is midnight when we go live at 8. So how long is she now?
3 weeks, isn't she?
Yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah. Don't forget now when you do one of your videos, if you can, chuck the website on it. Try and get that promoted.
Yes, yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, I'm down for whatever. Just keep messaging me on thing like on Messenger and that. If you need me to do anything, just let me know, bro.
Yeah,
right?
lovely. It's got a
Definitely.
news feed on it now.
been nice having you,
so
Calvert,
my
mate.
plan is every morning when I get up to put the latest Liverpool news on it, and people can leave comments and you can reply to the comments. So
Oh, lovely,
yeah,
mate.
check
Yeah,
it
cool.
out whenever
That's
you
good,
get
bro.
time. Have a
Yeah.
little look at it.
Yeah,
Cool.
we'll do, mate. What's the website says, Ken? Go on, shout it out because we
It's
can't
above me
see it
head.
on my screen, bro.
Is it not showing up?
No.
What about if I put it over my microphone?
Put it over
No.
your mouth.
Over my mouth? Am I that low
Yeah.
on your screen?
Yeah, put it there. Yeah, like literally all I can see is this part of your head.
I don't know why it does
There you
that.
go. So www.boot-room.com.
Sorry, I thought it was on screen
Ken
for
says
everyone.
adding it to favourites now. Nice one,
Happy
Ken.
days.
Yeah, enjoy. Right, thank you so much, everyone. It's been a
Cheers,
pleasure
Daz.
talking to
Take
you
care,
tonight.
fella. We'll catch up with you soon,
I'll
mate.
see you all later, guys. Take
All
care.
the best.
Enjoy the rest of your
Have a
evening,
great
all right?
weekend
I'll
as
see you
well.
tomorrow.
Cheers, fella.
Yeah, and you, boys. See you later, guys.
See you later, mate. And,
Now you can higher it or lower it.
where do you want it? Above?
Yeah, above's better. Yeah.
Cool.
That's cool.
Happy
Yeah, so
days.
if anybody wants to get involved with the website, thebootroom.com, feel free, jump over across. Is there anything like where they can register?
No, it's not a membership website. You just go and visit. There's the tattoo page. If you've got a Liverpool tattoo and you want it to feature on the website, just email me. My email address is on the contact page of the website. There's a news page. There's a page where I will upload our lives. So this live will be up at some point tomorrow. It does take a little while because I have to download it on my phone, then transfer it to my PC to upload it to the website. So it takes a little while, but that'll be up if you ever want to rewatch any of the lives, and whenever we've got information to put out as well. And obviously, Kev, you've got your artist page on there to promote your art.
Yeah.
It's a brand new website that I've only put together over 3 days, so you might see it evolve now and again as well as it grows and we get more ideas to put on it. But go check it out whenever you've got time. Good evening, Colin. Good to see you on, mate. It's been very quiet tonight. Not had many.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a load of people coming in.
They're all on I'm a Celebrity, aren't they?
Yeah, probably. Well, as soon as that goes, that'll be different. But yeah, I'm a Celeb takes over people's lives, unfortunately.
Are you doing a watch along Saturday, Kev?
Possibly.
Okay, because
Possibly.
I won't be able to do it because I can't get it on my PC. I've got to be indoors.
Right.
So, but I might, if you're on, I might come and sit in your channel while I'm watching it.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I'll have to see how I'm feeling and what's going on. But
Yeah.
hopefully I'll do a watch along. No, I've got my new phone. I haven't got to worry about charging issues and other things.
It's all good now, is it?
Yeah. Well, it'll be all good when Apple decides to send me the money that they got to send me for the
Hopefully the other
trade-ins.
one.
Yeah, they've received them. They received the phones yesterday, but I haven't heard from them up to now.
Hopefully they crack on.
I have checked to see if they've received the phones via the tracking, and they have. So I don't know how long they take.
So, anyone got a question for me and Kev?
Yeah, feel free to pop your questions in or your comments, and we can read the comments out and have a discussion about it. Doesn't have to be a question. Just about anything really to do with Liverpool, the Premier League. Here's a thought. Here's one I wanted to run by you. This situation with Gabriel of Arsenal.
What's the
Obviously-
situation? I've missed a lot of
He's
stuff.
going to be out, isn't he? He's injured.
Oh, right.
He's going to be potentially for 1 to 2 months.
Oh, okay.
Possibly. From what I heard, he got injured on international duty. I don't know the severity of the injury. If anybody can clarify that would be great. That's going to have a big effect on Arsenal, I think, at the back. Because who then comes in and takes his place?
That I'm not sure. And they've got Tottenham at the weekend, don't they?
Yeah. At home.
You think Tottenham can get anything out of that game?
Well, looking at it, I mean, Spurs are actually playing better away from home than they are at home. A lot better for some reason. I watched them I've watched them a couple of times this season away from home, and they've done really well. So with the likes of Gabriel not playing, not available, obviously the majority of their Arsenal team will be available. But Spurs have got injury issues themselves apparently, so I think that could go down as a draw, mate. And if that's the case, then that would be good for us.
Yeah, because we missed out on getting points against City when they drew against Sunderland. So we've got to start trying to capitalise on when they do draw or drop points to try and start reeling them in.
See, that's another thing that used to annoy me about the team, the club, where teams would falter. So teams around us, Arsenal, Chelsea, City, whoever, and we never capitalised. We always struggled to capitalise on their downfall, because if they lost or if they drew, we would either lose or draw.
The draw, yeah,
and that would happen on a regular basis. If you think how many times that we've been able to, I had the chance to capitalise on teams not performing well or not getting the results. So many points we potentially could have got over the seasons from those games.
We went through that really bad stint as well. I think it was under Klopp, where we would go and beat the top 6 or get points in those games, but then go and lose to someone like a Wolves or a Bournemouth or, So, it's... I think right now, Saturday's a must-win, and then to use that as a foundation to build upon with the fixtures coming up now. Let me just have a quick look at the fixture list. Not that we've got a God-given right to beat these teams, but we've got Forest, West Ham, Sunderland, Leeds, Brighton before we face Tottenham. Now, all right, Brighton's quite a tricky fixture as well.
Can be, yeah.
But get that Tottenham out of the way, then it's Wolves, Leeds again, and Fulham. So we've got... You'd like to think we're winning most of them, really.
We should be winning them. Obviously, like you say, we've not got any God-given right to say we're going to win a game. And we know that football is unpredictable. And we know that the refereeing situation in this country is diabolical. So that can have an adverse effect on it. But on balance of play and on paper, we should be trouncing these teams, really. But then you look at Sunderland. Look how well they've done so far this season.
I take my hat off to them. I think they've been brilliant. They're certainly punching way above their weight.
Drilled, aren't they? They're very well drilled.
Yeah. And it just goes to show you don't need a team full of superstars. You just need a team that gels and plays together as a team.
That's right. And at the moment, if you look at how Sunderland are playing compared to how we are playing as a team, Sunderland are playing as far better as a team than we are. Which is, it's sad to see. And nobody wants, obviously, their team to be losing games. But if they do lose games, lose fighting rather than losing playing badly. At least then you can hold your head up high and go, we did our best, we just weren't good enough on the day. When we were shocking.
Do you seem not concerned? I don't know how to word this, but do you find it strange we haven't drawn a game this season? We've always gone out to try and win it.
Yeah, I was thinking
even
that.
going
I was thinking
1-0 down or whatever.
I don't think. I was thinking the other day. I don't think we've drawn a game this season yet, which is very unusual when you consider. I mean, how many games have we played now?
11, isn't it?
Right, so we're over a quarter of the way through the season. Is there anybody? Is there anybody else in that league that hasn't drawn a game?
No, just us. So we've won 6, lost 5, no draws. Man City's had 1 draw, Brentford's had 1 draw, Burnley's had one draw, and West Ham's had 1 draw. But we're the only one with 0 draws.
I wouldn't say it's concerning, but certainly those losses I would have preferred to be draws because that would have given us more points. But it's so just
if you think about it, 2 or 3 of those games we lost it late on, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm not.
And 2 or 3 of those games we won.
We won late on, yeah. So it's fine margins at times, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's your Colin wants to know what's your thoughts on the refs who banned from doing anything for Liverpool games?
See, the problem that we've got with the refs is that a lot of them come from Manchester. A lot of the refs in the Premier League come from Manchester. I know there are others that are dotted around other places, but there is a big percentage of them come from Manchester. And personally, and you know, they always say, "Oh, well, we don't support a team in Manchester. We support one of these lower league teams." Bollocks! They don't at all. It's absolute utter bollocks. But
They're
I think maybe they need to get some more refs in from around the country.
speaking about the refs. I mean, personally, what we was speaking about might have been the last live we done about the quality of refereeing dropping. Now they're using VAR to decide everything. I think refs have become incredibly lazy. They let play go on. They wait for VAR to call the offsides, and everything in between that's going on. So taking that into effect, and just another ref decision that I thought was appalling. Not that it would affected the game. We still would have lost against City. But the goal being disallowed because they were saying Robbo was impeding the keeper's line, which is utter bullshit. So what are your thoughts on that? And then I'll come back to it on something I've read today as well.
All right. Well, let me caveat that with I saw a video today of Alan Shearer and Gary Lineker.
Yeah.
Shearer was going absolutely nuts. He was ranting and raving and swearing about that very same situation. Not that situation, but the situation regarding VAR and how they're impacting on games and re-reffing game. What he was calling re-reffing games, and not being there for the clear and obvious errors.
Yeah.
He has a very, very good point, because at the end of the day, when you look at the Virgil situation, the Virgil goal, now everybody, ex-refs that I've watched on social media, Keith Hackett is one that I see quite regularly, basically said at no point do any of the rules come into play regarding that goal. He's not in his line of sight. He's clearly not in his line of sight. You can see the ball all the way towards the goal. He's not impeding the goalie. He's not impeding any other player. He's not trying to stop a player from getting to the ball. So all these rules that they have in place, and it doesn't matter whether he's in an offside position. If he's not doing any of that, that offside position makes no difference.
He's not in it for him to play. He doesn't touch the ball, does he? So
no, and that doesn't make any difference. He could be by the goal, like he was, or he could be in an offside position near the corner flag. The situation is exactly the same. He is in an offside position, but he's not interfering with play. So why is VAR coming in and coming out with utter bullshit that doesn't actually fit anything to do with the rules? So there are other people saying that it's corrupt. The referees are corrupt. And quite honestly, when you look at it, I personally, when I first saw Michael Oliver as a ref coming into the Premier League, I thought he was a breath of fresh air. He seemed honest. He seemed really switched on with the rules. He made the right calls at the right time. And then over seasons, you see him start to get worse and worse and worse. To that point where I think he's now been integrated in the Howard Webb School of Reffing.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. But I would argue they're all getting like that. I think they've all become very unreliable because of VAR.
Yeah.
I think VAR's created far more problems than it's meant to have solved. I don't think you would find many football fans who honestly, I mean, you're always going to get the ones who don't want you to get the goal. I get that. But that's purely because you're an opposition fan. But I think any fan of their team who scores a goal like that and it's disallowed totally would argue that why not? I mean, we wrote to the refs to ask them, because obviously you can't overturn it and say now it's a goal, but they could have turned around and say no, we've got it wrong. Well, they decided no, they've made the call, they've looked at it again, and they're happy with that, they're right. And then a governing body today on a BBC article, I can't remember the governing body, but they've looked at it and they had a 5-panel team look at it, and they've come with a split decision of 3-2 that it was the correct call. But that's a close thing, isn't it? 3-2. And then you've got the likes of when City scored against Wolves in a very similar situation and their goals allowed. You've lost that consistency of refereeing again.
Well, that's the problem. There's no consistency. And how this panel of so-called experts can come up with a 3-2. So why is it a 3-2? Why is it not a 5-0? Either way.
Exactly. That's what they're saying. The split decision is you've got people who are agreeing it should have been allowed. You've got people who are saying, no, it's not. There's not that clear answer. The rules actually stated that should have been a goal.
But what do they do? They come out with saying it's subjective.
Yeah.
Well, no, reffing isn't subjective. You have rules to go by, and you can't interpret those rules however you see fit on the day. If the player is in an offside position but not interfering with play, which Robbo wasn't, then it's got to be a goal.
Chris has put, I think, because he ducked, it made it worse. But not from the angle that ball went in. No. The keeper's nowhere near Robbo. The ball's nowhere near Robbo because it's come that way, isn't it? He's not impeding. He's not impeding the keeper's vision.
Right. He's not impeding the keeper's vision. Quite clearly not impeding the keeper's vision. And if Robbo hadn't ducked, he would have been called for offside, so he had to duck. Right? And if you look at it, after Virgil headers it and the goalie sees it, the goalie starts to dive. So it's not like he was worrying about whether Robbo was going to nick it and deflect it in, because he was already diving. He just didn't get there.
Yeah.
And he was seeing that ball all the way through, because I saw a replay of it from behind the goal. Right? And at no point would his ducking would have impacted Donnarumma's decision to dive when he did. So for me, that's a clear and obvious error.
Jay's just said the same thing. The refs are relying too much on VAR and forgetting their jobs. Yeah, it's made them lazy. And to be honest, at one point, I thought we had some of the best refs in the world. You know, they always got the call. And then VAR's come along that was meant to draw the line in the sand, and it hasn't. It's caused more grey areas than ever. And whether it's Liverpool or somebody at some point in the next couple of weeks will have a goal like that, and the ref's going to have to make a decision. And if he gives it, there's going to be hell to play, because there's no consistency again.
Well, you look at the situation with Doku on McAllister against City with the kick in the chest.
Yeah.
Right. That's right. First and foremost, regardless of whether he got the ball, right? Because some people were saying he nicked it, he didn't. But some people were saying his foot's too high anyway.
Yeah.
That's a high foot. Regardless of whether he touches the ball or not, it's a high foot. And if it's a high foot, it's a penalty. Yeah. Even if he touches the ball, it's the follow through as well. We've seen it. We've seen tackles.
Good call, no.
Outside the box, where a player has got the ball and his follow through has taken the player completely out, and that player has been given a yellow card or a free kick or whatever. Okay, so if that's the case where a player clearly gets the ball, but can still create a foul.
Colin said he should have been sent off for that as well. Yeah,
he should have been. Quite clearly. So again, this was Michael Oliver.
I'll check that out, by the way, Jay. Cheers for the heads up on that. Jay said there's a great fan zone watch with Mike Dean on the fan zone. It's probably on YouTube. I find Mike Dean kind of like, you always see players want to argue with him because they see it in a different way. And, you know, sometimes I agree with Mike Dean, sometimes I don't. But there's... I think we spoke about this last time he was live. Would you drop VAR at the moment? Completely get rid of it? Because we've got goal line technology. That covers a
literally.
Colin's
That is
saying,
all. Well, do you know what I would get? I would get rid of VAR for everything. Obviously, keep the goal line technology,
yeah.
but I would get rid of VAR for everything but
Tuesday.
dangerous tackles.
Yeah.
Anything else, get rid of. Dangerous tackles, or somebody throwing a punch, or a slight, a sticky elbow, or
Because
something.
I think
like
they go looking for problems that aren't there now. Do you know what I mean?
are.
I would probably keep the automated offside system because that seems to be working. But other than that, I mean, I really wouldn't care if they got rid of it. But if you're going to keep it, I think it needs to be dialed right down to what it's being used for. Because now, every goal now, whether you're watching it on TV in the stadium, where you've got that, the goal goes in, and then you automatically hear the commentators in their ear go, "Oh, they're looking at this for some reason," and you're like, "What the fuck?" Do you know what I mean? And then they spend 2 or 3 minutes looking at something. The players are warming down. They pick up injuries because they stood around, and it's just so frustrating.
Yeah,
really is.
I agree.
I've got Colin saying, "Yeah, get rid of it." Mel saying, "Get rid of it." Jay was also saying, Mike Dimon saying, basically refs have got lazy. Man City will win the league. Liverpool third this season. Do you know what? No, I'll take that at the moment, mate. If we can stay in the top 4, that is the most important thing in this season for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
With our transitioning, but yeah, I've the VAR thing. It's just so frustrating at the moment, and every season it's being used more and more for not the right reasons. I think so.
Yeah,
scrap it.
Again, you got to ask yourself, why are they doing it this way? Why are they getting too involved? Why are they making poor decisions? I mean, if you think about, since VAR's come into place, how many mistakes have they made?
Oh,
because
loads more than. Look at that one we had against Tottenham that they got wrong.
Yeah,
should have been a goal, shouldn't it?
You look at how VAR were there to stop any mistakes happening, like bad tackles that should have been red carded or whatever, offsides for goals and various other things. How many have they got? How many times have they got it wrong over the years it's been in there, and how many points that teams have lost potentially because of that, and the impact, and we said it before, the impact that those missed points can have on a team's season.
Massively detrimental to lower teams fighting to stay in the league.
Absolutely,
without a doubt.
And that's the thing. If you've got a team, let's say, that are fighting for relegation, and then they get 3 or 4 decisions that shouldn't have been made by VAR go against them, which potentially they've then either lost a game or only drawn a game where they could have potentially won it. What financial impact that would have had with them staying up?
I would like to see refs at the end of games being interviewed by the broadcaster.
Ask you that.
And also, I would like to see performances of refs be punished when they get it wrong. When it's a serious, we're all human and we make mistakes. But when it's a huge mistake that could affect, let's take Wolves, for instance, more than likely going to go down, unfortunately. I like Wolves. I'd like to see them stay up. But let's say at the end of the season, it goes right to the wire and they need 3 points to stay up with whoever's thing. And then they go and score a goal like we did, and then it gets overturned. Do you know, that is such... 1, for the fans. 2, it's a hell of a job to get back into the Premier League. And then the financial losses of that.
The financial losses are immeasurable, really.
I know you get your parachute payments when you first go down, but it ain't easy to get back up, is it? And
no, it's actually one of the hardest leagues to get out of.
Yeah, so, all right, a bad decision goes against someone like Liverpool. Yeah, it's annoying, but it didn't really affect the game. We still would have lost against City. But those points...
You said that we would potentially... Well, we would have lost that game. There's no guarantee at the end.
Well, no, it's not. There is no thing, but we weren't playing great that day, was we? I mean, that goal might have spurred us to go on and wake up a bit. But I think in general, I think City were way better, weren't they? That game.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to take anything away from City. They were a far, far better team than we were on the day. We just weren't gelling. We weren't doing anything. But it only takes one goal, as you know, it takes one goal to change a game, to change people's attitudes and passion and desire to win the ball.
I mean, it can be a huge lift, can't it? So I totally get where you're coming from.
So that
totally, Colin and
could
Jake.
have ended up. Oh, you think about it, it can have the detrimental effect against City if they, if they've got a goal.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I mean, to be fair, that goal would have come at a perfect time, without a doubt. We would have been back to 1-1, and who knows, we might have played better and got more control of that game. But just like as that example, like I was saying, for a team who's fighting at the very bottom, and that could have led to a 3-point win. Let's say for some, and they don't get that go against it. That referees need to be held accountable for that, and they're not at the moment. And I think when they've had a bad performance, they should be fined, and a decent chunk of their wage as well, because if they know they're going to get fined for it, because they're not all right. They're on decent money, but if you live to a lifestyle, don't you? So I guarantee, if they knew there's a risk of losing 10 grand. Or whatever it may be, 5 grand. I'm just plucking numbers, but to whatever they earn, I don't know what refs earn. They're probably on 100 grand a year minimum, I would have thought. But whatever it is, if a bad performance is, I don't know, 5% of their yearly wage, it would make you ref a lot damn better, wouldn't it? So,
certainly would. Absolutely.
But they're not held accountable in any way, are they?
No, they're untouchable at the moment, unfortunately, and that's thanks to Howard Webb. But what I'd like is like an independent. I'd love to see an independent inquiry into Michael Oliver. Okay, partly because of his reluctance to send players off, especially City players. Okay, why? And also this whole situation about him reffing in Saudi Arabia. All right. And being paid by the owners of Man City. Now, that strikes me as very, very bizarre that was allowed. Doesn't matter whether it's a match over in another country. You're a Premier League referee. I think you got paid something like 20 grand for doing it.
That's what I mean. You shouldn't be able to tout yourself off to other leagues. You're paid to be a Premier League manager. That's your job.
Yeah, exactly. So that's like you working for bloody McDonald's.
Conflict of interest. Yeah.
That's. I was trying to think of that, but couldn't think of it quick enough. So thank you, Colin. Yeah, it is a massive conflict of interest when he is reffing a game sponsored and paid for by the Man City owners.
Yeah.
So why has nothing ever been made of that?
Yeah, and that's what I mean. And then there's the who's that other referee who has just been done for loads of things, any cocaine and is that child pornography images and all that. Yeah. So do you know what I mean? So that goes to show that there's referees that are bad eggs out there, and they're going to have teams that they're going to have. He openly admitted that he didn't like Klopp, so that makes you wonder when he's reffed a Liverpool game, has he, gone against us because he doesn't like, and is it time? I don't know. Maybe leagues should be refereed from refs from different countries.
Well, I've said that over the years, mate. If we can't trust our own refs in this country, let's get a ref in that's got no link from another country. That's got no link to any club in the Premier League.
Exactly.
Okay, they may have a favourite team from the Premier League or whatever. Like if somebody said to me, "Who's your favourite team in Spain?" I'd go Barcelona. Who's your favourite team in the Bundesliga? I'd go Borussia Dortmund. Right, but I don't watch them religiously. I like to see them do well. That's all. Yeah. So these refs in other countries may be of the same ilk, where they want to see it, they like a team, they don't want to see them do well. But at the end of the day, get these other refs in and let's see how the league changes then.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. because I don't know. For instance, we could have German refs here, send ours over there, or mix it up. You know, get Italian, German, French, whatever, and mix them up. But you don't have home refs.
And you certainly don't have refs that live in Manchester reffing Manchester versus Liverpool.
But they do it in the Champions League, don't they? Champions League games are ref by far, so there's no favouritism. So
no, exactly. So why can't they do that for all the leagues around the world? Let our refs go over and fucking ref in Addis Ababa or somewhere like that. It gives them the opportunity then to go and see other countries as well. So
definitely, yeah. I'm not. Like we've said this evening, the quality of refereeing's gone downhill so much. They rely too much on VAR. At some point, I think the Premier League teams need to get together and go, this isn't working, you know, and make a stance on it, or a stand, whatever the word is. But yeah. So any other questions? It's 10 o'clock now, so we usually wrap up now. So no, it's very quiet tonight. I've had Colin and Jay putting in a few messages. Cheers, guys. I think we'll wrap it there, yeah?
Yeah, I'm ready for bed,
awesome.
Mate, myself.
Yeah, you're yawning, mate. I actually slept very well last night for me, really well. So nice. Long may that continue. But I am on those gummies now, so hopefully they're kicking in. You're most welcome, Mel. Thanks for joining me tonight, and everyone else in my chat and Kev's chat as well. Don't forget the website, the-boot-room.com. Go check it out, and we will be back next Thursday, live from 8:05.
Be there or be square.
Take care, Kev. I'll catch up with you soon, mate. All the best.
Guys, shut up.